Are you high right now?
Definitely, yeah.
On what?
Just weed. Yeah, I used to actually do a lot of other stuff, but I just smoke weed now. I try to keep it just that and liquor.
And you are on marijuana today. Why marijuana today?
Um,
What's the reasoning behind that?
Not really reasoning. It just helps me relax. I get a lot of anxiety and things like that, and I use it for medical purposes too.
And did it have anything to do because of the interview today?
That I use it?
Yeah.
No, I smoke weed every day.
Are you addicted to it?
I wouldn't say addicted, but I like to smoke, so it's part of my lifestyle. So, yeah.
Now, you mentioned here that you've done other stuff besides marijuana and liquor in the past.
Yeah.
So this question is open to any drug you may have experimented with, okay?
Okay.
Now, sometimes when it comes to getting high, there are bad experiences.
Definitely.
Not every high is a good high. Do you have a horror high story, a bad experience while you were high?
Yeah. On mushrooms, I ate a lot of mushrooms, and it was weird because it was me and my homie, and my girlfriend actually, and we all ate them together. And my girlfriend, she came down, and me and my friend, we were just couldn't stop tripping. We were tripping for like 3 days, and I never had that habit. I could not stop tripping. It was like 2, 3 continuous days. I was like, what the hell is going on? And yeah, it was terrible, honestly.
Couldn't sleep it off.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. It was.
You tried to turn it off?
Yeah, I try to turn it. It's hard to get your mind off that kind of thing when you're in that state. It's very complex, like, thought. So and that's one thing I struggle with in general is my thoughts are just crazy. So when I do mushrooms, they just go insane. So it's not a good combination.
Was that the most amount of mushrooms you ever took?
Probably, yeah.
And why that amount at that particular time?
Pretty much experimentation.
You felt like you wanted a higher high than before on mushrooms, or?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of something we haven't done before. Like, so typically we just eat the mushrooms, but this time we ate mushrooms, and then we took like the stem from the mushroom and kind of put it in our lip, like dip, like, so to speak, and then sucked on that shit for like probably 3, 4 hours, and by that time we're out of here, gone. Yeah, so I think that contributed to it.
And what else did you experience in a 3-day shroom
A lot.
trip?
Yeah. It sucks too because I can't eat when I'm tripping, so my appetite was destroyed. And every time I was in the car on the highway, it's like every other car, I could be going like 95, 100 miles an hour. All the cars are flying past me. I feel like I'm going so slow. So it was like really messing up my time and perspective of like what's going on. Yeah, it threw me off a lot.
That sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous, but I tend to like I'll be out of here tripping, but I'll still kind of like know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? It's not like that's the only reason I don't really like alcohol too much is because I feel like you lose complete control. So I kind of like that about mushrooms and other shit, weed too.
In that particular scenario, though, with the mushrooms, you were actually behind the wheel, or you were just a passenger?
I was a passenger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a 3-day scenario with shrooms, do you even get a chance to sleep during that whole time, or
No,
you up?
not really, because that's the thing. You're tripping so hard. It's just like you can't sleep. Every time you go to lay down and close your eyes, it's like you have the spins and everything. It's like you're floating. So you just have to open your eyes and you're like, fuck it, I can't sleep. Stand back up, walk around, smoke a cigarette. I smoke so much when I'm tripping. Like if I'm tripping, I'll go through ounces and ounces and ounces of weed like it's nothing. It's crazy. So, and I can't sleep So it's just I just smoke all night. So.
And then smoking while you're already on this mushroom trip, does that actually increase the high or decrease the high?
To me, it kind of like balance. It's like more like a balancing type thing. It kind of, I wouldn't say like alleviate, but like just balances out like that anxiety. Because when I trip really hard, I get kind of anxiety from the trip. So I smoke a lot of weed, and it just like mellows it out.
Reflecting back on this incident here, do you think it was the amount of shrooms that you ingested, or was it that stem and sucking on that stem that really...
That's what me and my friends say to this day. We're trying to figure out if well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was just sucking on the stem, like, because I've never done that, and after doing that, I've never had that kind of reaction. So, you're trying to get fucked up, definitely do that shit.
And that was something that you researched? That was something you were influenced to do?
No, that was just like totally random. We're just like, fuck it, like let's see what happens.
Just an experiment?
Yeah, pretty much.
Never seen anyone else do it?
Yeah, typically too, everyone wants to eat the caps of the mushrooms too, so it's kind of just like leftover stems. You just see what happens, you know, chew on them for a while, suck on them, like, see what happens.
Did you ever do shrooms again after that?
Of course, yeah.
That didn't stop you?
No, it didn't. The last time I did mushrooms, I went to the zoo, and they were doing, it was really weird. I went to the zoo at nighttime, and they were doing, like a light kind of thing at the Miami Zoo, and I was on mushrooms with, I was with my DJ, his brother was there, her cousin, and my girlfriend. We're all tripping, and we're just walking around looking at these lights and all the animals, and it was honestly one of the best trips.
But this horror high story,
oh yeah, no, that's a complete opposite. That's the good trip, and then that's the bad trip. So there's always a good and a bad, a yin and yang.
This 3-day scenario that you were involved in, did you stop sucking on stems? Did you stop fiddling with stems after that incident?
Yeah, never again. I'm a little scared.
Got you. And do you remember what age this was when you did it?
Yeah, I was probably like 18.
Care to share what age you are now?
I'm 23.